Yeah, guys, scrappers, got another Samsung plasma TV to get the scrap value from. So we'll just get some of this off. Alright, well, got a bit of steel. Alright, doesn't look too bad, this one. At least it's got some big boards, so there's a little bit of weight to it. So yeah, so here we got the main board, and you know, it's got the high grade chip here, but as you can see with all this junk all over it, it's not going to go as a high grade board. It's not even going to go as a mid grade board. So in this case, you know, you got all these aluminium capacitors that are, you know, not worth anything really. So we just going to depopulate a few of these chips and then throw the rest as just a power board, low grade board. Might get some gold pins out of here, but that's about it. You know, the other option, obviously, you could cut out this center section here, or this little section here in the corner, and then you'll get high grade for this, at least mid grade, just depends on the buyer, and then the rest can go as power board, but just depends. I'm just going to depopulate it and throw the rest as power board. The other side, some more IC chips, so yeah. What have we got? So here we've got well, it's at least a mid-grade board. It's got some nice gold pins in this one actually, so just have a look under the heatsink and see what sort of chip we've got, if we can. Right, so we've got a nice high-grade chip here. So this board, this definitely can go as a high-grade board if you're selling them, or just depopulate, depends on what you do. But yeah, so it's got a bit of weight to it. It's sort of like a really thick fiberglass, so you know, you'd have you know, reasonably good value just selling it as a high grade board if you don't depopulate. Yeah, I took off this base, and you know, it's basically mostly steel, but it's these two rods here are cast aluminium, so got a little bit of extra aluminium here. When you see a little bit of aluminium at the start, then there'll be a little bit more inside, like the frame running around the outside of the screen is aluminium. Obviously the back of the screen is aluminium, but it's not worth taking that off. All right. Yeah, I haven't done a plasma TV scrap for a few weeks, so time to catch up. All right, and we've got another high grade board under here. It's that's obviously the T-Con board, so that's a good one too. Yeah, so another nice little high grade board, this one. It's got a couple of those gold fuses here, a bit of extra gold. Yeah, and a nice chip there. So yeah, another good one to add to the high grade board pile. This main power board. Yeah, it's got a lot of, it's quite a heavy one. It's got a lot of transformers on it, these spools, so it's got quite a lot of copper recovery off this one. You've got all these aluminium heat sinks, so it just depends on how you want to do it, whether you want to just sell it as a power board or or if you want to go to the trouble of taking off all the transformers, because you have got some good weight there. These crossbars, you know, sometimes they can be aluminium, but in this case they're just steel, so not much value there. Got all right, so just another power board. Again, we've got some very nice aluminium heat sinks here that we can take off. Got some copper coils in there that are worth getting off. Also, these are gold pins again. So yeah, another one that you can, you know, depopulate or just sell the whole thing as a power board. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of weight on it. So, and there's not really that much that's like, these capacitors don't weigh anything. So these heat sinks are quite thick. So pretty good value heat sinks here. We've got the sideboards here for the video. Get off. So yeah, just low grade boards. Again, we've got some nice gold pins. So you know, what I do is I just remove these, you know, gold pins, and I throw the rest into low grade. And you got these side ribbons. Sometimes you can get them out, sometimes there's gold on the other side, but in this case we just got some gold pins here. Got a nice aluminium strip running along the bottom here, some extruded aluminium. One more screw. Okay, so that's one really nice aluminium angle. So you might want to keep this angle because you know, these come in handy for other kind of projects, edging of cabinet or something like that. Easy to scrap them later when, you know, if you find you're not going to need it or use it for any project, then sell it as aluminium. But yeah, because this plasma is so big, it's got 3 of these sections of these boards. So yeah, very little on this. Basically just a power board again. There's a few decent sized MLCCs I'll take off, and then the rest I'll just sell it as a power board. That's them two. What do we got? Some nice chunky wire, add to the collection. Another power board, not a lot on it. Some more nice wire. And another power board, pretty much the same as the other one, with the very thick heat sinks, copper coils, and there'll probably be some gold pins in these slots here. So yeah, just another power board, but at least they're nice and heavy and you get some bit of value there from them. Yeah, same deal with these ribbon wires, nothing on the other side, but you know, on the right hand side of the plasmas, they're usually always solid gold, so solid all the way through. So you know, cut these off. Really nice little addition to your gold plated stuff. Alright, so the rest I'll just remove some of the aluminium framing. There's some more frame going around it, and then I'll just weigh it all up and see what we got out of it scrap wise. Okay, well, scrapped it all out, and here's what we ended up getting. So basically we've just got all these power boards, just grade them all as power boards. Obviously we're going to take off the nice extruded aluminium heat sinks and leave the rest on it, and so we'll get a little bit more value once we take off at least the heat sinks off them. But as I said, if you want to depopulate further, away you go. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of power boards here, and we've got 2 high grade boards. So yeah, they're only, you know, reasonably small, but that's the T-con board and that's the main board. Got some insulated wire, some ribbon wire to take off the gold fingers, and got quite a lot of aluminium, some cast aluminium, and all of this is actually extruded aluminium, so we get a little bit more value for extruded. And so the total for this Samsung power boards, just under 5.5 kilos, 240 grams of high grade boards, 340 grams of copper wire, 2.1 kilos of the aluminium, and we've got a lot of steel, 31.6 kilos of steel. And so the scrap value for this Samsung was $7.51, so pretty good scrap value for this one, although it was a really big one, and a lot of steel, 31.6 kilos, which is what, about 66 pounds. So quite a lot of steel out of this one. So yeah, not bad. And as I said, that's $7.51 scrap value as they sit right there. But if we depopulated these power boards and took off all the transformers and aluminium and all sorts of things like that, we're probably going to get a little bit more value out of that. So yeah, not a bad one. All right, well, I'll keep scrapping, have fun, I'll catch you next one.